And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, today we're taking a look at a game from Russia, Hobby World, called Hollywood. Hobby World makes this game. Hobby World has made some games that are varying quality, but this one was about making movies, which is always an interesting genre for me. I think that it's a genre that's very underutilized, and so I was very eager to see how this game was. It's a mixture of drafting and auctions to make the best movie you possibly can. Here you go. Okay, the first thing we need to look at in this game is how movies are made. To make any movie, you need at least 3 cards. You need a director, you need a script, and you need either an actress or an actor. Okay, so any one of those 3. Now what you're trying to do is you're trying to get them to have all the same genre. You can see this is a thriller, the knife with the blood there. This actor works best in romance. Some actors are good at everything. Here you can see they're good at action, drama, thriller, or romance, or comedy. I guess that would be, not drama. So, when you're making a movie, you need at least 3 cards to make the movie. However, you can have 2 people in your movie, so you can have actor and actress, or you can have 2 actors or 2 actresses, and you can only have 1 director and 1 script, and then you can have several other cards. They're green cards. So here we have a costume designer and a sound engineer, and here's extras. Here is an editor. Here's a makeup artist. Here's a composer. So you can have lots of people in a movie. Now a movie is going to make money. First of all, a movie is going to make $1 million for each card in the movie. So let's say, for example, this is my movie here. I have these 5 cards. This director, script, actress, actor, and composer. These are the people in my movie. So I have $5 million to start with. Then these in the corners will give me extra money. So here I have an extra $3 million. If I had this script, for example, instead of the script I showed you, that would add another 3 to it. Then, if you have an actor and actress together, they become a leading pair, and that will get you an extra $2 million. Other extras might be gotten depending on, for example, here, a sound engineer shows you that each icon on the bottom is worth money. So they can give you things. And then finally, the genre of the movie is always determined by the script itself. So here the script is a thriller. I look and I see there's 3 thriller icons. So I get $3 million for this one, $3 million for this one, and $3 million for that one. So you can see that if you get a whole pile of the same type of icon, the better your movie will be. The last thing about movies is, you'll notice up here, there are little icons. These are to mimic Oscars, but they're whatever. They're golden trophies. And whoever has the most of them in a movie is going to get the trophy at the end of the year for having the best movie. Here's the board, which keeps track of players' money. Everyone starts with $12 million at the beginning of the game. Also has these golden trophies, 1 for each year. And here we have some star cards laid out. Now, star cards are important. There's 2 different kinds of cards in the game. There's regular cards, which have all the different things I was just showing you, actresses and actors, etc. And these are good cards, but these are great cards. They have better money value and such. And at the beginning of the first round, players are going to auction off who can hand some of these cards out. So each player has a set of cards, 1, 3, 6, 9, and 12. You all will bid a certain amount. No matter what you bid, you're going to lose it, and whoever bids the highest is going to take cards here equal to the players, draft one, and hand the rest out to the other players. If 2 players have the tie for the highest bid, then they lose that money, and then they bid again, and you keep going until someone eventually wins or till everyone goes broke. After that, though, everyone's going to have 1 star card then, because 1 person's going to do that. Then each person is going to have 7 cards from the draw pile of regular cards. You're going to go through those. You're going to pick one, pass it to the next person. You'll get 6 handed to you. You'll pick one of those, and you'll keep going. So finally, players will have 7 regular cards after drafting until they have them, plus they'll have 1 star card. Then everyone will finally bid on these face-up ones here. Each player is going to bid on one of these 6 here. This is for a 5-player game. In a 5-player game, I'd put 5 out, and then you put the draw pile here, so you can bid on the 6th one, but you're bidding on an unknown one. Each player is going to bid money again, but this time they're also going to be bidding a number. So let's say I'm going to bid on number 4. I want that actor, and I'm going to bid $6 million on him. If no one else bids on him, fine, he's mine. If 2 people bid for the same one, then the smaller bid is knocked out, and that person can bid again after several of the other cards have been won. If you win the bid here, you simply take the top card of the pile. Once that bidding's done, everyone will have 9 cards, and you need to make one or multiple movies with these 9 cards. So you could make technically 3 movies if you had 3 directors, 3 scripts, and 3 actors or actresses, but you'll probably make 1 or 2 movies with the cards from your hand. If you don't have any scripts in your hand, you can discard any card and take a worthless script. It's not really worth anything, but it is another card and it gives you the script. But there is no worthless directors, so you need to make sure you have at least 1 director. Players will make their movies, they will score their movies, get money for their movies, as I've already described, and also one person will take this trophy. This trophy is good because in future years, when you're done with the movie, everyone discards a card into their own discard pile. If I have one of these, I'll look at all the trophies in my discard pile, add those together, multiply it by the number of these, and that's how much extra money I'll get in future years. It's to show like a movie was such a classic that people are still watching it next year, even with new blockbusters coming out. So you'll do this for 3 rounds, and whoever has the most money after 3 rounds is the winner. The main difference is whoever controls this trophy is going to be the person to hand out these cards during the first part of each of the next rounds. And that's how you play. Hollywood is an exceptionally fun little game. I was really surprised about it. Now, to be fair, drafting is one of those things that just socks me where I like. I love drafting cards. I like the theme of making movies, and the theme really comes through. The different actors and actresses. The only thing I could say is I wish that they had spent some money on artwork and put different actors and actresses on the cards. I think that would have added a lot of fun to the game to see, even if it would have been even more fun if they had made caricatures of different actresses and actors, because that would have been funny to see the movies that you put together and name the scripts. I mean, this thing is just begging for there to be a fun makeover done for it. But even with the generic stuff, the gameplay goes really well. I'm usually not a huge fan of auctions in games because I feel like they're a cheap way to balance games out. But this one works pretty well, although it can be very vicious. You're usually better off auctioning low amounts of money because you don't want to go broke. But once you get these movies going, you got a lot of money that you're cranking out. And so maybe bidding 12, but then if you tie somebody else and you bid again, suddenly you're bidding more than the value gets you. But sometimes just having a movie that's a little bit better than someone else's can really change how the whole game works. Because drafting exists, it really decreases luck of the draw, although the luck of the draw is still there. And again, people like drafting, they like putting movies together. This is not a super heavy game. I would classify this as a medium game. I'd say it takes it says 30 minutes plus on here, but I'd say it's more like a 45-minute game. About 15 minutes for each third of the game, and that's good. It's easy to explain. The theme makes sense. I really like it. I think it could have been better. I think a stronger theme would have helped it even more. But as it stands, this is one I certainly recommend, Hollywood.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door.